Hey G-Squad, welcome back to episode of Is It Worth It? So today's episode we have this cool design here, and pretty much what this is a power strip. If you can see for the one that we got right here from this brand, and the bottom right here they do provide some specs and features about the product. So they mention how it does have a hybrid GaN technology. They mention for the AC option provide you guys 1250 watts max, and for the USB-C option when you guys do use it, it provides you guys 65 watts max. And if you guys do plug in 3 devices at the same time, it'll give you guys 65 watts max spread out between all 3 different outlets. And if you guys turn on the side right here, they do provide some specs and features about the product. And they mentioned for the product, it does have the built-in protection in terms of overcharge protection, over voltage protection, and the list goes on. So first, I'm going to open this up to show you guys what's included inside. So once you guys do slide it out, there's a box inside. If you guys do open it, once you guys do open it, inside right here we do have the product. If you guys do take it out, there's another layer in the bottom. Let's take it out as well. Once you guys do take it out, in the very bottom they do provide guys a USB-C to USB-C cable that you can use to recharge your product. And it is like a nylon braided, which is very high quality, but very nice how they do provide guys this extra cable that you can use. Right here they do provide guys a user manual to teach you guys how to set it up and how to use it. And then last but not least, we do have the actual product here. So for this side of the product, you can see it's a 3-prong option. Here we do have the cable with a strap to organize it, which is really nice. And then here we do have the product. If you guys do take out the wrapper, here's what the product looks like. So they do have the brand name on here. And then right here we do have one of those 3-prong option. If you guys turn on the other side we do have another one. And then this side right here, it does tell you guys the max watts on here is 65 watts when you guys use the USB or the USB-C option, which is right here. And they mention how it does have the anti-fast technology to give you guys a fast charging speed when you guys do use it. Top out right here, we do have the indicator light to show you guys when it's on or not. But here we do have the USB-C option and the USB option. And when you guys do feel the materials on here, it definitely feels like a high quality material. I love the color design of the product as well. It does look very nice. And if you guys notice for the product, it's actually very small and compact. So that way you do have the option to bring it along when you guys are traveling if you guys do need to. And the way how it's so small is because it does have the GaN technology. So having that GaN technology allows the product to be much smaller and also provide you guys a fast charging speed at a safe speed when you guys do use it, which is really cool. But that is everything that's on the product. Now I'll test it out to show you guys what actually works. So what I'll do right now is plug this side in first, and we'll plug it onto right here, which is my tester. So I do plug it in. Once you guys do plug it in, it does show you guys how much power that's being generated on here before you guys plug anything on here. So you can see when we do plug it in, they do have an indicator light that pops on to show you guys that it's charging or it's working. So even when you guys don't have anything plugged in, it is generating power on here, you can see. But now let's test it out to see what actually works. So the first test that we do have right here is my MacBook Pro 16-inch. And I do have my cable plugged in, which is USB-C to USB-C. So I do plug it in. If as in here, it starts charging. And when you guys look at the power that's on here, it does provide you guys a lot of power. So they mentioned the max power on here is 65 watts. But we see how when we do plug it in, it does provide you guys 70 watts. Now let's try to use another output and see what happens. So I'm going to use the USB option. And we're going to plug it onto our phone. So I do plug it in. Once you guys plug it in, you can see it does work. And we see how when we do plug in 2 devices at the same time, the power does go down a little bit. But we see it does work when you guys do use it. Let's try to plug in one more USB-C option to see what happens. So I do plug it in. Other side one plug it right here onto my microphone. So I do plug it in. And see it does show you that it's charging. You can see how when we do plug in 3 devices at the same time, the charge went down even more. So when you guys charge 1 device at a time, it'll charge much faster than when you guys charge 3 at a time. But you do have the option to charge 3 at the same time if you guys do want to. Now we try to use the AC option to see what happens. So I'll unplug this cable. And we try to use the USB-C wall charger that we do have. So I do plug it in. And you see for this one in particular, it supports 140 watts and give you guys 100 watts and a USB option. And for the one that we got right here from a brand called U Green, but if you guys do plug it in, if as in here, it does work. But you see when you guys do plug it in, it does provide a lot of power on here when you guys do use all the outlets at the same time. So because when you guys do plug in the wall charger that supports 140 watts, it generates a lot more power than the USB-C option. But when you see when we do use the USB-C option, it does provide guys 70 watts, which is more power than I mentioned, which is really nice. So whether if you guys want to charge 1 device or multiple at the same time, you do have the option available. If you can see, it does work. So that is everything that's on the product. Now to go unboxing and test the product. Now to answer the question of whether or not it's worth or not. So for this product, I do have to say that it's pretty worth it. If you guys need one of these, especially if you guys are in the market looking for a high quality power strip that provides guys everything on here, in terms of GaN technology, the USB-C option, USB option, and the 2 AC options as well, then I do have to say that it's pretty worth it. But then obviously for those of you guys who don't want or don't need one or haven't want these, obviously don't buy one. And save your money on something else you actually do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out, and it will definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.